The moment to get to the cocktail, but I've been asked to wrap up the day's conclusion, so I will, if you allow me, I will touch upon some 8 points. I will try to be brief. So, and I try to make some connection of some dots, if possible. I'm Swiss. I'm from the southern part of Switzerland, so I speak Italian. And this is the first point. The first point is don't forget history. So 150 years ago, roughly half of the population of the mountain area of Ticino left Switzerland in less than 30 years, forever. Some people left to Milan just for the season, cleaning chimneys and so on, the young boys basically mainly, to have less burden in our rural areas and being down in the town. But as I said, most of the people never came back. Now, not many remember this, but if you go to Ticino, visit this very nice area, blah, blah, and so on, if you see, and there are certain houses from the 1870s to 1890s that are called Le Californiane, the houses from California. And if you see, basically there are 2 or 3 models, always the same. They were really a specific time period that they were built. And this was built with the remittances coming from California, from Ticino went to California. So this is one element, so still is there. You can really see them. They have the palm trees always in the center. It's very easy to recognize. The second aspect, this is the migration part. The immigration part, we tend to forget that we, Switzerland, of course we are rich. It's true, globally. Huh? Yeah, not everybody. And most of our wealth is due to the fact that Switzerland is being always open to the mobility of people. Most of our wealth, economic and social wealth, is related to immigration, right? So also this is important. And it's amazing how fast we have the tendency to forget and to start building our citadels to keep foreigners or whoever that is culprit for our bad feelings of the moment, to keep them outside and then be safe. Now, this was the first point. With the other ones, I will be shorter, promise. So the second point is, therefore, we need to make a big effort to change the narrative. So this is the point. Now, and this is where remittances comes in, but needs to be embedded in a move towards strengthening the global governance-related issues on migration, aiming at moving from a negative notion of migration to a more positive notion of mobility. Because it's only this step is so important, because if not, the regulatory part that is linked to this will not come so easily. There is a need really to make this move. Now, do we have an opportunity? And this is the third point. The third point is that yes, the SDG agenda will offer us a great opportunity to move in this direction. Also considering that there is a fundamentally different nature of the SDGs compared to the MDGs. The MDGs were not negotiated, were put there as a technicality. SDGs aren't going to be negotiated. So this means if we succeed in ending up this negotiation, we will have goals that are legitimate, therefore having a normative value, right? And of universal validity. This will imply changing a little bit the way we're handling business among countries, regions, and so on. And commitment, just to notice, commitment around migration and remittance is already built in different goals. They're already there. Let's make sure to keep them, in order to then apply, to look and review their application. This is important. It's already there. This is a huge opportunity. The fourth point, Once the SDG agenda is set, the strengthening of global governance on migration implies the revisiting of current architecture to strengthen the cohesion. What we have today, it's not necessarily what we have in terms of fora where we discuss about these issues. It's not a cohesive fora, you know it better than me. And we need to work to strive to get a more cohesive fora. And there are different ways to do it. We will soon have to discuss about them, about the different options that we may be used. The fifth point is about remittances in concrete terms. I mean, and the wrap-up is for the whole day, not only the afternoon. So I'm sorry. About remittances in concrete terms, what we need, what at least at my takeover, I'm not the expert, even though I worked in microfinance in rural areas, so I love to listen what you were indicating in the past, many years ago. But what we need is a what, in fact, a more transparent and customer-oriented financial system. At the end, it boils down to this. That not only reduces transaction costs, but helps assuring a better access and use of all sorts of services. In a nutshell, this is what we are aiming at. But this implies what? As a sixth point, that we need to apply technology whenever it allows us for a leapfrogging. We have to dare to do it. We are doing it. It's enough to think about the African mobile banking revolution. I mean, this is a big revolution, and this is happening almost on the silent approaches, but it's really big because it changes completely the nature of the evolution, even of intermediate cities and all the society organized around a more secure feeling. And safe also feeling. But the 7 points, what I learned today, this is what I learned a little bit today, is about the technology alone is not enough. To empower people, because we're talking about empowerment here, to empower people, and most important though, to empower women, we need to assure, for example, somebody mentioned gender-sensitive financial literacy training. I mean, this is one of the proposed possibilities that Switzerland also with others will bring up in Addis Ababa, because in Addis Ababa we need to bring some concrete proposal about how we are going on. These are the 7 points. Then the 8 points is very simple. I would like to take opportunity to express our gratitude to IFAD and all the associated partners for having been leaders in the past 10 years on remittances and more broadly on migration and development. We know because we had so long discussions in the past with IFAD. So we know IFAD is a front runner, and we like it, and we like to support further this move. And that this will be, I will conclude with my 8 point and enjoy.